Okay, so first of all, to solve this inequality, we need to isolate the x. So we're going to add 8 to both sides, which offsets this negative 8. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0. That's a 0 pair. So now that's gone from the left-hand side of the inequality. And on the right-hand side, we have 6 plus 8, in other words, 14. Now we can divide both sides by 7. So we have x is greater than 2. Okay, now to graph that on a number line, we have 2. And what this is standing for is the x stands for any number bigger than 2. So any number bigger than 2 would be out here. 3, 3.5, 4, 100, 1,000,000, all that. All those numbers are bigger than 2. So the way we show all those is we shade it. So we're going to put an open parenthesis showing that it's all the numbers bigger than 2 but not equaling 2. It can't be equal to or less than. Now, if the problem had been a greater than or equal to 6 and a greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to, then we would have put a bracket here instead of a parenthesis. Okay, and then I also want to show you how this would be different if we had had to divide by a negative. So let's just change the problem slightly. Let's say we had negative 7x minus 8 is greater than 6 as our problem. We would still add 8 to both sides. So the 0 pair goes away. So now you would have negative 7x is greater than 14. You would still divide. So we divide by both sides by negative 7. Negative 7 over negative 7 cancels to 1. So now we have x on this side. We have negative 2 on that side. But if we leave it as greater than, we're going to get the exact opposite of what the answer should be. If you have divided or multiplied by a negative, you need to reverse that inequality. So we're going to reverse it to less than negative 2. And you can see how this works down here. We put on our negative 2, and we shade all of the numbers smaller than. That means x is smaller. All the numbers smaller than negative 2. And that would be the shading on our answer. But now let's just see why this would have to be. We can test a number on the number line. Let's just pretend we had forgotten to reverse the inequality. And let's say we shaded the wrong side. So let's just pick a number here that would be to the right of negative 2. 0 is greater than negative 2. So let's put the 0 into that original equation. You would have negative 7 times 0 is 0. And then you would have the negative 8. Is negative 8 greater than 6? So when we plugged in 0 here, we ended up with negative 8 is greater than 6, which is false. So that shows you that this side of the negative 2, to the right of the negative 2 makes the inequality false, and to the left of the negative 2 makes the inequality true. We could pick a number out here. We could try something like negative 10. If we put a negative 10 in for x, then you'd have negative 70 minus 8, or negative 70. Wait, negative 7 times negative 10 is positive 70. Minus 8 is 62, and that is greater than 6. So you can see. To the left of the negative 2 is correct.
We also have to check the sign.